when I was struggling, I guess, in 2018, 17, when I was just, I've described myself as an angry man, you know, that whole stereotype of angry man, it's never his responsibility, it's always everyone else's fault. That was me. And that's why I was depressed and struggling with panic attacks, because nothing was my fault. Yeah. Anyways, it wasn't my fault either, but it was just the way the strategy was going on right now. But anyways, I guess if I saw things like what Paul are posting, or even what I post right now, I would have called myself a hippie douchebag 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I looked at myself and go, who's this tosspot? That's what I would have said, because I wasn't ready to hear that right now. I got a bit of shit on Instagram the other day, mate, about, you know, talking about emotional eating and binge eating. And obviously that's a very touchy subject. You know, people are like, yes, binge eating is classed as an eating disorder. It is, right? But I think tying itself into this is a medical condition that I can't control. That doesn't make you feel empowered. And I think a lot of people are stuck in that. And I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying if that's what you choose to believe, there's no solutions for you, because you're like, I've got a medical condition, I can't do nothing about it. You need to accept that, yeah, I might be struggling with this medical condition and maybe I need treatment on it, but there's got to be some alternative solutions, right? Can I focus on them? And I posted something along those lines. I got about 20 unfollows, a couple of nasty DMs. And I'm like, you know what? I have so much empathy and compassion for these people. I don't argue with them. I don't tell them they're wrong, because 4 years ago, if I heard some of the things I was talking about right now, I would have responded in the exact same way. I wasn't ready to hear it yet, and that's totally okay. Everyone's on the transition. Everyone's on that journey. Everyone's doing their best with the tools they've got. Yeah, and I think it's all up to the individual to accept that, right, I'm ready to change. And you're ready when you're ready. There's no escaping it. You can't lie to yourself. When you're ready, you're ready.
Yeah, and that's, I think, some of the stuff you talk about, I don't even want to use the word brave, but like fair play to you, man, because even some stuff I put up before, I've said certain words, and I'm not gonna lie, I've cut stuff out in the edit, and I'm like, fuck, I can't say that. You know what I mean? I think you go through that phase.
I'll be lying, Petter, if that post I made yesterday, if it didn't cross my mind to delete it, I'll be lying. I will always care about what people think. You'll always fear it. You'll always fear judgment. You'll always fear failure. You'll always fear criticism. It never goes away. You know, but again, this epoch that I'm talking about right now, this transition, I'm like, what's the deeper, greater message behind it? And I think I got a bit of clarity saying, right, 100 people could make a nasty post about me, could try and cancel me, could try and do whatever for what I've said. But if one person, which I get messages every day, mate, Sam, you've changed my life with that book. Sam, you've changed my life with that post. As long as I get those messages, I'm good, and I'll continue to do it. But I would be lying if I said, you know what, when I started getting their messages, I was like, fuck, what am I going to do? Heart starting to beat fast, heart palpitations. Like I'm starting to create anxiety just thinking about it. But I'm like, what's the greater message, Sam? What's the deeper meaning behind it? If someone can hear something that changes their life, it's worth getting this shit off other people. It's worth it.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Even like I said, just one person. That's enough, like, isn't it?
100%, mate. 100%. And that's the beauty of what we do, mate. Like, again, I'm referring to loads of different people here, but Tony Robbins says success without fulfillment is failure. That statement allowed me to totally change my mindset when it came to my business. I wasn't fulfilled, so I needed to create some success. So money doesn't mean anything. Clients doesn't mean anything. Mm-hmm. It's all about how you feel fulfilled. And that's what allowed me to do that. So I'm like, if I'm getting fulfillment, and the greatest thing that makes me feel fulfilled is when someone tells me, Sam, like, I'm doing it. I'm kicking ass right now. I'm feeling amazing. My mental health's improving. And I guess you feel that as well. That's why we do it, really. Just like we say, why do people want to lose weight? It's the deeper meaning. Why the hell do we want to coach people and help people lose weight? It's because of the deeper meaning behind it, isn't it?
Yeah, no, definitely, man. And I think I got caught up in that trap as well. I think everyone does. First start coaching, you know, first proper business and stuff. You're like, fuck, I'm going to get as many clients as I possibly can. Working every single hour of the day, and that wasn't fulfilling in the slightest, you know. I think, like you said, helping a certain group of people with a certain problem that you resonate with, that's something that you've been through yourself, is there's nothing like it. Like, I got that message off that lad the other day saying he was going on a date with a girl and stuff. I was like, fuck. Got a bit emotional reading it. Like,
yeah. I mean, I get tears in my eyes. Like, obviously, doing what I'm doing. I'm not going to mention names and things because it's very personal, but I've worked with ladies who've, you know, been anorexic before and they've massively struggled with anorexia, bulimia. You know, some people who've struggled with their hormonal cycle. You know, when people struggle with eating disorders, if they diet down and starve themselves, they can actually stop their monthly cycle. One of my biggest wins this year was a client who got that back. And I'm like, how did I reach this point when I'm getting overwhelmed and emotional, the fact that I've helped someone do that? And I used to just care about before and after. I'm like, totally changed. The meaning behind why I do something's totally changed. But that, seeing that power, seeing that sense of, you know, achievement from these other people, I feel like haven't got kids, right? But I can only imagine that's what having kids feels like, and seeing them get GCSE results and be, oh my God, they've done it. And that's what I feel like sometimes.
Yeah, that would be my proud dad. Like,
Aye, that's what it's like. It's absolutely fantastic, and that's the best thing about it.